Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're attacking Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps with the channel a lot. Welcome to today's episode and happy Friday. I hope you have a nice day today planned and a nice weekend planned. If you can go out and about. And in today's episode, we are going to kind of work on the farming area and increase its production, and we're also going to try to make a bit of a farming town as well, and maybe add in some rural housing systems and whatnot. I was planning on doing some downtown work, but I want to kind of save that for next week because I want to make maybe like a continuous episode, so I don't need to like bounce around, because I feel when I'm recording these that I kind of need to hit every part of the city in a week. So that's why we really only had one downtown episode, but maybe next week we'll focus on the downtown. And if we make a big enough push in population next week, we'll be able to start the university by the end of it, which I'm very excited about. So this is where our farming community is. And if we look at the Fleur farm, we're importing a lot of crops. So I want to stop that from happening. So let's take a quick peek at where our resources are on this map. So we do have, we are using up most of it. We do have this space, but we're saving that for something a bit different. We do have something we could do with this, and we also have spaces over here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, increase the size of our land, and we're going to include this little spot right here. I think this could be cool spot for a family farm, and then we're also going to include some farms out this way. Why didn't I just do this? Make it easier. Okay, so now that we have this, we can cut that off. I've heard that the larger the districts are in your city, the easier it is for your game to crash. So that's why you want to shave off everything you don't really need. I mean, technically we don't really need all this stuff, but I think it's fine for over here. Okay, so we got a bit of a fire going on over there. It's not good. So we do have this spot right here. It's on a bit of a hill, which could be a bit of a concern, not gonna lie. I didn't realize that it was such a hill, but I think if we bring in a road, let's say this one right here, and we'll go from okay, let's go from about here, and we will do that, and then we'll curve up the road like so. And then I'm just curious about what this is going to look like, to be honest, on the hillside. It's a bit unfortunate that it is like that, because I would love, yeah, see, that's a bit concerning. So I think what I might do is I might just grab these things right here and just kind of move them around until I see a good spot for it, perhaps. Why don't we put it right back in here? Yeah, this is probably going to work as good as it's going to get for this this farm. So let's again, I haven't had time to look into seeing if I can get rid of these greenhouses, but if you do know of a way, I know that there's a theme managing mod you can do, but I do have a theme manager, and I thought I was doing it properly, but it turns out I was not doing it properly. So yeah. Let's bring this in right to here and bring it up to this height. Okay, and then we'll just smooth out the rest of it. Alright, that's not working. Oh, I wasn't using the right one. Bring that down, then lightly touch it up with the smoothing tool. Alright, so we got that in place, and I'm just going to ever so slightly level this out right at the top. And what I want to do is, so this is going to be like the main road in, and this is, say, an orchard or something like that. Let's get, not a condo, let's get a house right here, and we'll wait for that to zone in, and then we will also add in a barn. Alright, and if this is a house that's going to work for us, which I think it's going to be, we will save it. Yep. So historical building. And then we need to get water out this way, which is not a big deal. So we'll bring it down the road, and we'll connect up over there. And since we're doing it, let's bring the water all the way along this road. We'll swing it all the way over here. A bit messy, don't look at that. Alright, so now that we have... Whoa, sorry about that. Now that we have that in place, this looks pretty good. Hopefully that's going to improve our crop situation. We are then going to look over here to do the same thing in a few flat areas. So here's one right here. Fantastic. This is going to be really easy to do, this one. So we're just going to bring in a road right like that, and then cross like so. And we are going to, I mean, dirt roads work as well, but I think in the snow this works a bit better. We're going to grab the medium greenhouse. Which one did we use last time? Okay, let's go with this one. We'll plop that down, and then in the name of the same projects we're working on, we will do something similar. Alright, and then let's go back over to our terrain. There we go. And we got a pretty good spot right over here. I think if I use the Move It mod here and we grab all these nodes and say, let's get it to this height. Yeah, I think this might work. Well, it's going to, but let's, yeah, okay. So, we're then going to take, let's try the dirt road for this one. See what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We'll do that, and then we will get, why don't we do something a bit different for this one? So we'll grab this, and then we'll also put in a small animal pasture on the other side. And we'll say this one is sheep or something, because we have cows at the other one. And then over here, we will... Oh, geez, what am I doing? Brain isn't working today, apparently. We'll get a barn right there with a house right beside it. Okay, let's see if this house grew. It did, and it's not the house we wanted, so we'll delete it. And we'll wait for it. And this one, oh, that's the barn. I was like, that's a beautiful house. I think this is the same type of house. Yeah, no, delete. Okay, so I don't know if we really need this road from here. So we'll just kind of let that go, and maybe we can take a dirt road and we can kind of meander it down to the train line or something like that. Maybe this is an access road for train workers or something like that. So we'll let that kind of stay as is, and we'll see if we got a better house. We did. That's a perfect house. I mean, not really, but it's better than what we had before. And this one, wow, got the same 3-story house. It's not a farm-style house. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so we'll come back to it at a later date, but let's see if we can get in maybe one more. Yeah, I think we can get one back in here. I wonder if there's resources. No, there isn't. But there is resources right there. What am I doing? Terrain. Yeah, I think we can get another one. We'll go from here. Just like so. And let's Oh, geez, what am I doing? Holy cow. Let's grab this one. We'll stick it right there. And we'll put a grain silo beside it. Oh, doesn't want it. Okay, then we'll use a barn. Because we're gonna get the house over this way. Nice. And then how about we change up the pace a bit and we add in a few other things. Like the farm maintenance building we haven't used yet, actually. Okay, so let's do that. This is a bit of a bigger. So what do these do? They take care of industrial buildings, increasing their utilization rate and reducing wastage. That's fantastic. Okay, so why don't we get a couple of those in? And we will maybe get a workers' barracks over here. I honestly don't really care what they look like. I just don't want the 3-story one. Okay, so for this one, I think this one's fine. I think this needs something a bit extra. So why don't we... no, that's fine. We'll leave that one. Let's get a maintenance building right here. Oh, darn. I was worried about it clipping in. Okay, that's fine. And let's get another maintenance building right there. Could also get, I know I'm probably doing a bit overboard, but I think this gives a really good look to the area. So we'll put this one right in the corner here like that. Yeah, that looks good. Hey, there we go. Level 5 farm. I felt it happening because my game kind of slightly froze. So we got the large grain silo, which is fantastic. We're going to go do something with that right now. I don't think we really need these large fields, though we might just extend this road ever so slightly and get a large animal pasture right here. Not an industry area. Now it is. Okay, we'll make this cows as well. Okay, so with that, I think we'll leave the farm. I think something needs to happen over here, so I'm just going to fill it in with a building of some sort. Perhaps we'll get this large grain silo and maybe a workers' barracks to fill in the space. But okay, that's looking pretty good. We're going to come back to this area momentarily. But I'm really glad we're reducing our importation of crops as well, which is fantastic. But we're going to go over to Saint-Ambroise, which definitely needs some snow removal. Fix up my coffee. But we're going to come down in here. And let's see. So we have 2 spots right here. I think right here we're going to... first of all, we're just going to move this to a location for now. We're going to pick it back up in a second. But we are going to remove the zoning right here. And we're going to add in this large crop storage. I think it adds a lot to the area. And then we might do the same thing right here as well. Yeah, oh, I didn't mean to lose that building, but I guess that's okay. And then this one, we don't really need, but we can move it somewhere. Yeah, we're pretty full over here, so I think I might just delete it. It's okay. Because these 2 things are gonna fill up pretty quick. Okay, so we really need snow removal over here, eh? So let's grab the snow dump, and we'll put the snow dump right here. And hopefully those trucks will go out and help clear the snow. There we we go. Okay, so now that we're back, now that we're done that, we have a level 5 farm. Let's take a quick peek at perhaps getting... Oh, look at this. Not enough buyers for products. Okay, so we are making more animal products than we need. That is interesting. We did just unlock the food factory. I don't think many other things use animal products. Clothing factory, but we don't have plastics, so we can't make that. And we don't have plastics for that either. Okay, so we definitely need to maybe perhaps look at getting an oil industry started. Maybe we'll do that next week. Yeah, okay, so I want to make a bit of a farming community. Just a small one. And if you have you've probably driven by or seen or know what simple farming communities look like. And that's kind of what I'm going for with this look. So first of all, I'm going to take the node controller mod, and I'm just going to expand this intersection here because this intersection is going to be a bit busy. And then I'm going to switch this intersection into a 4-lane road. Just right here. Because it's going to get a bit busy. I don't think we really need a 4-lane road otherwise. So with that, let's do a bit of work over here just to smooth out the area. And we'll go the same way down a bit to about here. And then same thing to there as well. Okay, so nothing major, but I think this area needs first of all, it needs a district, so let's get a district going. So I'm gonna leave this town name up to you guys should you wish. I'll leave it for a few days, or a few episodes, and if you don't come up with a name, then I'll just name it myself. But I think this would be a cool little town name to kind of give to you guys. Maybe we can even expand it over into here, and this whole area might be this town. But I don't know if we're gonna get much housing up here. Definitely not that way. I mean, this is a pretty good spot for a little rural community, so I'll bring this over this way, but I don't think I'm going to go much farther than that. Just kidding. Let's go over there too. Okay. So, with Myrtle Hills, so feel free to offer a name suggestion, and I'm going to leave it for next week's episode. So I usually film a couple days ahead of time, so I'll probably see it by the time we get to it. So just let me know which ones you want, and or what name you want to name it, and we will do so. Okay, so we're gonna make that international themed, although European suburbia looks pretty nice. Yeah, let's do European suburbia, and luckily we've already made all those buildings historical, and we don't need any policies on here. Okay, let's get out of that, but we are going to say organic and local produce and farming industry in case we want to add in some industrial buildings. All right, so let's say this is the town's intersection, so we're gonna get a couple of commercial buildings over here, and we're just gonna get them right on this area. Here, let's say that one can be a bit bigger. All right, and then let's get perhaps an industrial building right there. And then let's get some industrial buildings right up in here. All right, and then we're gonna get some houses. Got a corner store right there. So nothing fancy, you know, just let's get another house over here. I don't think we're gonna go up the hill. Let's do just a couple. And I'll be a bit picky with it too, so if there's something that pops up that we don't like, we don't need to keep it. So no buildings have really popped up over here, eh? Alright, well, we'll leave it for now. Let's get a house right here. We'll leave this until we get to this area here, because we are just going to do a pretty simple connection. We're going to get a free-formed road, and we're just going to do one big... no, let's do a bit of a curve. Let's do that, and this whole area is going to be houses, and they're going to be bigger houses. Alright, that's going to work. And then I think if we find a bit of a flat spot, how about right in here? I'm going to put one elementary school. No, we'll keep it at the industrial road. And we'll just do something like this. And we'll pull out the old elementary school right here. Okay. Actually gonna have to move this over a bit. And we're going to grab that, and we're going to say it has to be at that height. And then we're gonna get maybe a small playground beside it. Let's go from here. Yeah, it's gotta be, that doesn't have to be beside it. We'll just put this right here. It's the snowman park. I think it looks okay. Alright, so then this is just going to scooch back a bit. It's also just going to add a bit of value to the neighborhood as well. So still nothing has grown up. That is interesting because there was a lot of demand. And there is a bus line that comes up here too. So that's interesting. But, oh, water. Would not be an episode if I forgot water, right? And we're just going to drag that up like that. All right, and then how about let's get another corner store right there. Okay, so we did say we were going to get another rural community around here, didn't we? Yeah, right in there. Okay, so let's get another road. We'll just go like that. Okay, so let's cut that lot off right there. And we'll do the same kind of idea over here. Okay, let's get water out this way. And we'll let Myrtle Hills grow into its own. It might take a little while, but with that, you know what? It might be an issue of the theme I set. Silly me. Okay, so let's say international housing can go there as well. I think that should, yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, silly me. But we got a lot of the houses I wanted on this area, so that is good onto itself. So we'll let this kind of grow in, and we'll come back to it because we probably need to get some services out this way. So why don't we look at the services? So we don't have any healthcare out over here for an obvious reason, but why don't we look at getting at least one type of healthcare building in. Yeah, just like a rural hospital thing. Okay, so we're just deleting all the ones that I didn't really want, but I mean, this is okay, I guess. And we have elementary school. That's great. We definitely need high school eligibility. We're kind of running low, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because if you don't have high school eligibility, then it encourages the citizens to go to work sooner. But you know, I think this is turning out pretty nicely. I'm just going to do a bit of detailing here. So we're just going to grab these trees, just like this. We're going to copy it, and we're just going to fill in this space a bit. And we won't do anything over there. We will add some over this way. Very cool, very cool. Okay, not the building I was hoping for. Wholesome foods, we'll leave that one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this little build here. I think it turned out pretty nicely. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly the building I was hoping for in this area. Because it's kind of like a related industry too, right? So why don't we look at adding a bit more then? Let's get another one there. And I don't think we're going to really go much farther than this. But up here we might be able to get a couple small little things. So why don't we do that then? Help fill in the space as well, right? And we do have opportunity to build housing along here, but I don't think we will. We did build this a long time ago, and this turned out pretty nicely, didn't it? So yeah, we need to fix the traffic issue over here. We're gonna make this a roundabout, but I don't think we really have time for that today, and we'll save it for when we kind of remodel that area, which is coming up pretty soon as well. But without further ado, guys, I hope you liked the episode. Where are we? There we are. And we are in little teeny town in the region of Rivière-des-Montagnes, where we have a little farming community with electric vehicle parking. so let's get rid of that. And 2 soy and lentils places. 3, 4 soy and lentils places. Apparently this community loves their soy and lentils. So hope you have a great day, everyone. Let's find a good little spot for the thumbnail. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. And peace out.